Hello. Welcome to another episode of Road to Humanity. This is MaximumDonut. Welcome to my channel. This first match is against a Warpath, and I think you may notice that I'm fairly certain that the Phantom that this particular person has with him is a bounty hunter, who's that guy that was turtling against me the game in the previous episode. Well, anyway, so these guys are obviously just trying to 2v1 me, so yeah, I don't really fight honorably in this particular match, and it actually runs for ages. Runs for about 5 minutes. So I'm sorry that this first fight is so is like this, but I'm sure you guys will understand. Sometimes this kind of fight does happen, and I did make a commitment to say that I will post every single invasion and whatever, with this character up to 99 humanity. I'll post it on YouTube. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty stuck. But anyway, I suppose I can talk about my strategy, my strategies in how to fight against 2v1s, but pretty much my strategy is to keep every single enemy always in my vision, and then just backstab as much as I can, lag stab if I need to, and yeah, that's pretty much my entire strategy. And actually, like, I don't really enjoy fighting this way, but it is just necessary against 2v1s. Something weird just happened there. Like, I backstabbed him, but he the Phantom backstabbed me all at the same time, so none of us took any damage at all. Weird. Alright, well, anyway. I find, well, if I just backstab over and over, I mean, unless I can actually one-hit them with a backstab, I'm fine just making them waste all their Estus, because if they run out of Estus, if they use up all 20 of their Estus in the fight against me, then pretty much either they're stuck either using their humanity or using heals, which not everyone has access to miracles. Particularly, well, this guy is using using sorcery, so maybe he doesn't have access to heals, which means he'd have to pop humanity to actually live. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like, I don't mind just getting them to sort of waste their Estus, basically. I think it gets whacked by the Black Knight twice. So yay for wasting more Estus. And I'm trying to chase him down here, but he actually chooses a really wise place to drink Estus. So my strategy is basically to try and backstab as much as possible. And oh my god, I thought I was going to go down there. I thought I was just going to get like dual stun locked to death, but no, I managed to stun. And basically, I figured in this video, I mean, or in this fight, I might as well just go for it. I mean, if they're going to fight like that, then I might as well just fight in the most. I just do whatever I have to win. The humanity that I use in this particular fight, I give to whatever his name is. I give to what's it called? That Frampt, I think is his name, or Carl. I think it's Frampt. The guy who's the master of the Dark Wraiths or whatever. Yeah. So I donate the my undeserved humanity there, so you guys won't think that I'm trying to cheat or anything. Yeah, I will be trying to get 99 humanity from dueling and stuff largely, and there I actually managed to Fire Tempest him off the ledge, but I don't get any souls and I don't get any humanity from him, so I'm fairly certain that he just disconnected as he was dying. Which is a bit of a dickish move, but then again, like he's summoning a phantom to try and 2v1 people anyway, so whatever, man. Like you play the game in whatever way you find entertainment, I suppose. I mean, yeah. Anyway, this is another guy who's using the full armor of favor with dual shottles. And my strategy against people who use like parrying daggers and target shields and things like that, and try to go for parries as much as they can, unless I think that they're really predictable, and go for the BS. I usually just switch out to my Pyromancy Flame and I try and sort of do damage in that way. I try to make my Pyromancy attacks sort of unpredictable, so that when they parry, I'll just blast them in the face with Great Combustion. So I mean, I find that to be a fairly effective way of fighting people who are going for parries, but yeah, it's, well, yeah, I mean, I think that's a fairly effective strategy. For those of you who don't have access to Pyromancies, or who don't really want to use Pyromancies in your fights, then you can always, I mean, I do it as well, just vary your attack timings and use kicks as much as possible. If you're a rapier user, then you don't have access to kicks, in which case, well, just time your attacks well, just vary the timing of your attacks, so that, and also try to get dead angles off as much as you can, and yeah. Alright, anyway, so I'm invading Blazalin again, and he's using the like 3 pieces of Havel's armor and the King Jeremiah chest piece. And there was a bit of a sort of lucky parry, I suppose. I mean, I threw out a kind of a setup parry, like he was walking towards me, and so I thought it might be worthwhile throwing it out there, and yeah, I do manage to get it off. And it's Bounty Hunter again, and yeah, I mean, I knew that this match would be like similar to the last one, just turtling and him going for the BSs, and like, yeah, I can sort of tell from, I can just tell, like, you guys, I'm sure you guys can tell as well, like, he's not really fighting properly. He's just sort of backpedaling all the time, and yeah, he's just standing there not being offensive, and so, I really honestly can't be bothered fighting against this guy, so I just Separation Crystal away. I'm sorry if you guys think that that's sort of bad manner, or I just really couldn't be stuffed fighting this guy. And if you guys want to see how he fights, you can just check out my previous video, episode 5 of my Road to Humanity series. Pretty much the entire duration of the fight is just me attacking into his shield over and over again, and then finally, like, I throw out one parry, and he manages to rotate behind me and actually get the BS, and then I just like going for BSs, and it's just a boring fight. So, alright, this is another fight against Blazalin, who is is one of my subscribers, who just, I think it was just random that that we had quite a few matches together. I invaded him a few times, and he invaded me a few times, and he gets the BS off on me there. Like, it was kind of weird. I mean, because I was actually I was standing behind him, and he got the BS, but he wasn't going for it. Later on, he sort of messaged me and said that he was sorry about BSing, but personally, I mean, I think that that's fine. I think BSing it's fine. I mean, particularly if you're not just fishing for it. If you're exploiting the opponent's weaknesses to get BSs off, I mean, well, that is a part of the game that it was. The game was designed to include that as part of the game, as part of the combat, and so I think that's fine. It's only when people sort of really rely on it, or it's sort of all they do, that's when it starts getting a bit annoying. But I mean, Blazalin fought so honorably in all of the matches, and wasn't backstab fishing, and when he got the BS off of me, I was like, yeah. I mean, well, that's absolutely fine by me. I mean, even if you were fishing for backstabs, still that'd be fine with me. It's just I would be fishing for backstabs as well. That's the only thing. Anyway, Sting Sniper Wolf, who's using the full paladin armor with a Asian sword and an eagle shield. And alright, well, is sort of one thing that's good about fighting heavy shields is that there's no worry about parrying or getting parried, so you can pretty much just attack into them. Particularly if you have a weapon like mine, which causes a bleed effect, then you might as well just like full on attack into them and try to get the bleed effect off. With the Chaos Blade, it's a bit less. I don't know, it's a bit less wise to do that because you take damage every time you hit them. Yes, it is only 20 damage, and at what my character is, which is 50 vitality, I think. Yeah, 20 health is really not much at all. But if you just keep on sort of attacking into them over and over again, and they actually have, they actually are smart enough to be able to counter your the bleed effect, then well, you're just pretty much taking damage for no reason. Now, for those of you who don't know what I mean by sort of counter the bleed effect, basically, if your bleed meter is almost full, what you need to do is just sort of approach them, and as they swing, roll away. And as you roll away, the bleed effect will register, but you won't take any damage. So your bleed meter will entirely empty, but you won't actually take any damage. And this guy, yeah, he doesn't do that. So he just takes the full bleed effect, 540 damage, which isn't that much really. I mean, he must have been sort of fairly... actually, this weapon should cause, I don't know, 30% bleed damage or something like that. So I suppose he was fairly high health. Anyway, at the end there, I was going for the BSs, obviously because he was flasking, and flasking, while I don't think is like completely dishonorable, I mean, it does make the game a bit, annoying. You have you have an advantage over everyone who invades you. So I just go for the BSs against people who heal. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people do the same. Honor sort of goes out the window if one player is trying to give themselves an advantage over the other, in my opinion anyway. Okay, so Blaspheme again. Yeah, pretty much the same deal. He's using the same armor set as am I in every fight as well, with the Darkling Blade buffed Asian Blade. So I'm not really sure if there's anything else I need to talk about in this video. I suppose please leave a comment if you have any sort of feedback or suggestions on things that I should be doing, or on my sort of play style, and in particular my skills, I guess, because one thing is that I'm actually really not that good at parrying. I mean, I can get the occasional good parry off, especially like I can sometimes get good setup parries off, but by and large I would say that I'm sort of average at parrying at best. But yeah, I mean, if anyone has any suggestions on like ways that I can sort of improve my parrying skill, actually one thing maybe I'll mention quickly is I recorded a lot of videos today, and my parrying skills just sort of went down the toilet after like an hour or something of playing. Anyway, those will be like episodes 8, 9, or 10 or something like that. Anyway, I'll mention it when it comes to it. But regardless, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Yes, leave a comment if you have anything to tell me, and as always, thank you very much for watching. See you guys later.